Well, Miss Vanna White's running again. She runs good, you know. Whatever the hell was causing that no spark, or should I say no power, at the control module, ignition control module, and the coil, I still don't have a clue what caused it. You know, was it a relay? You know, I don't have a clue. And that's the toughest thing, is not freaking knowing. I'm scared to death to drive it anywhere. Can't do another tow job. Get back on that dang 25 Johnson. I mean, this is just taking up so much time. Well, it just doesn't end. After I got everything done, man, she was just purring like a kitten. You know, I drove around here a few times, and I'm like, all right, I gotta take it out and run it, test run, which, you know, doesn't really mean much. I ran it the last time for over a week with no problems, and then it died. Had to run over to Home Depot, which is right down the street. Sitting in the turning lane again, and it's a long light. I looked down, my thermostat gauge was bouncing around again. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And all of a sudden it went doo real high. And I'm like, oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. And the motor started, you know, I thought I was gonna stall out in that turning lane, and that would, oh, I couldn't believe it. So the light turns green, and you know, the guy in front of me is twiddling his thumbs on his phone. So I honk the horn, he takes off, I take off, and I pull into the gas station, run in there real quick. And then I come back out, and everything seemed fine. Like I could put my hand right on the cap. It wasn't even hot. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? So I grabbed the top hose, man, it was hard as a rock. So that thermostat I put back in, the original one, wasn't opening. And I'm like, oh man, this can't be happening. I had a gallon jug of water in the van. Home Depot parking lot, I opened the cap, and you know, just letting the air out. No water was coming out. And I'm like, where in the hell, what the hell, you know? So I poured that, it was about 3/4 of a gallon. Poured the whole thing in there. And then I had some bottled water I just bought. I poured another whole bottle of water in there and checked my oil, my dipstick. And sure enough, water in the oil. I let it, you know, cranked it back up, and it was kind of running a little rough. And I cranked up a little bit on my butterfly, opened it up so it would idle faster. And I took off. Man, I got luckier than hell. Every light coming out, down 2-3 lights, I caught all of them green, man. Just hauled this thing ass back home. Anyway, son of a bitch. I'm almost there. One more friggin' bolt I need to get out, and they put it right under this mount. I just loosened up. I think this thing is gonna pull forward. I mean, what a friggin' design, right? I think that's about as far as I gotta go. I think. Let's see if I can see back here. No, still gotta go farther, man. Now this is why I've been putting this off, because I can't stand working on this. All scrunched in here like this. You get bend underneath this friggin' dash, and you try to get your ass in here. It's ridiculous. You know, 20 years ago it wouldn't have bothered me. Today, I know likey. Don't tell me ain't through water and getting up in there. Now they say replace these bolts, recommended to replace them. Man, they want $60-something for 8 frickin' bolts. I'm like, you got to be kidding me, baby. I remember one time though, I put this transmission in and I was laying underneath there and it was all jacked up and a drip was coming right down here and hit me in the forehead. And that was years ago now, so you know it's been leaking a long time. Let's see what it's gonna look like. It's gonna be nasty in there. See, I don't know if I can put this back in with that pipe there and not screw up my silicone. Wow, I thought I was gonna see more water than that. Let's see what this side looks like. Yeah, see there? That water, baby. Oh shit. Wow. Look at this mess. Holy macaroni. Wow. Look at that silicone. It was still sticking right there, but it was leaking there and there. Nasty. I put that in the frying pan. Yep. I waited till the last minute. I hate to admit it, but I did. I said, them gaskets are calling my name. Poor old Van, I says, you doing all this work, you better do my gaskets. See that? Leaked under there. Should be leaking right here too. Yep. Look at this mess. Holy macaroni. This thing, I've got nothing here to clean it. I'll go in the morning, I'll get everything cleaner and oil filter. What else do I need? More silicone. When I got this thing too, it was chock full of radiator stop leak crap. I mean, I flushed it and flushed it and flushed it and flushed it, and I swear to God, stuff's still coming out today. I'm like, how can this be happening? But I got to get in there and clean that up and make it nice and shiny. And I also, like I said, I washed this thing with the hose and I flooded it, man, up here. And I wouldn't doubt for 1 minute that, you know, I probably added to that mess a little bit. And then also, this damn thing probably needs the valve cover gaskets. We'll find out how much those are now. I should just take everything apart. Do the head gaskets while I'm in here. I was thinking I should be alright in that department. I never had any high temp cracking, you know, running hot stuff. I did on my old van. I had to replace those heads. And it was so nice to work on. There was so much room. I love that old van. That was old Sparky. And this is Vanna White. So yeah, that's going to do it for me today. Just leave everything, lock her up, go get something to eat. And I got 3 shiners waiting for me, and it's still beautiful down there. I mean, glassy underwater. And we got that crazy ass moon, whatever it's called. Full moon tonight, which is usually not good for fishing, but it's nice down there. Oh no, I feel raindrops. Come on. Hopefully it won't come this way. Wow, the smell of fish is overwhelming. And it ain't dead fish. Yeah, let's get some shiners out there. All right. Got one out here, just swimming around, one over here on the bobber. Rain right there. I don't think it's coming this way, I hope. Look at my bobber, man, he's swimming. And the weird thing is he's swimming out, not swimming in. Hey, I told you a big crazy moon was coming up tonight. Look at that. It's behind clouds It's an awesome effect. It is cool. It looks like a balloon is floating there. Wow. I'd say he got mangled. Holy mackerel. Look at all the freaking bite marks on him. Alright, another $100.94 worth of crap. It's just cleaning day today. I gotta clean all the parts up, the inside of that thing cleaned up, get it ready to go. Hopefully I'll be able to slap it on there because it's going to take 24 hours to cure with the Permatex. And I'll be honest with you, but I'm so happy now that I'm getting this finally done. Man, what? I think this, just the stress and thinking about doing it was worse than doing it. It wasn't that big a deal. So you can see on here where the water leaks. See how this is all discolored and it makes a freaking mess. Same on this corner. Not as bad though. You know, closer to the pump and thermostat, the worst. It takes the worst part for some reason. Well, she cleaner than she was, and she got some pitting. I took the wire wheel and buffed it out best I could. You can actually see like wheel marks on it, like shoo, shoo, shoo. But that wasn't from me. I don't have anything that big. Might have been factory when they cut this or something. See them on there? I don't know if I should lather this up with a little silicone or not. Probably ain't gonna hurt anything, right? Anyway, it cleaner than it was. Man, was this thing filthy. So after I washed it, I did my usual rinse down with the brake cleaner. That took off more. But I'm getting there, baby. I'm getting there. Well, it looks like I've inherited a new pet. Gertrude or Molly, I don't know what her name is. She just showed up today getting her some bird seed. Oh man, that's one big fat chicken, baby. And I'm getting hungry. Anyway, picked up more crap. Yeah, I know. I don't want to hear anything about aftermarket pumps and shit. They don't have anything down there. And I'm not driving across town. So, new pump, get that done. Got the gaskets. I think I'm going to go ahead and get that pump out of the way. I got a new belt, new tensioner, all new freaking modules, new relays. And the thing with the relay, you know, nobody, you go on all these forums, you never hear anybody mention the relay, but I've got a website that gives you all the testing procedures, and it says no voltage at coil or ignition module. You either got a bad fuse or a bad relay. It's the only place I've read this stuff. So swapping the relays out seemed to be what took care of it. I'm praying. It's not concrete, but just all I can do is keep my fingers crossed. So trying to get the fan off without the fan belt on. No tension. And I tried a couple different methods, but they didn't want to work. So I just grabbed my vice grips, clipped them on back here, and put the wrench on it and give it a couple taparoonies. And she coming right off, baby. Hoo-hoo-hoo. So that wasn't too bad. Came out pretty easy. See how rusty it is on the top there? Now there's a weep hole right in there, but I don't know if it was coming out of there. And then there's a weep hole on the bottom, but you can't tell if anything came out of there or not. It's so freaking greasy. This is just built up over the years, coming out of the valve cover gaskets, you know, and it's all just running down. And then you wonder, or always wonder why, you know, I'm always a quart low on oil, but like I said, it never drips. It just flows out and sticks to the dirt, and the dirt sticks to it, and it just builds up. I just shot it down with the hose, and huge difference. The hose does pretty good at just knocking that crap off. But I'm gonna check these bolts and see how tight they are. That was the other thing on that pump, man. The bolts just slid right out, like they weren't even torqued down or anything. Same on that intake, man. They just bleep, 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 came right out. So I didn't realize exactly what was going on with this thing. Now that I got the pump out, I can see. So I'm getting ready to put this puppy back in. I did a quick cleanup in here. Boy, it looks so much better. This way, you know, I'm just going to keep at it. Just keep cleaning and cleaning and cleaning. I checked those bolts on that timing chain cover. They're tight. Everything else I have taken off, the bolts were just falling right out. So I'm going to get that puppy back on, get inside there and start getting that ready to put that damn intake in, get them valve covers off, cleaned up, put the valve cover gaskets on. We're getting there, babe. Look at the difference. Wow. Are we having fun yet? No. Well, look at this. Is that crazy or what? This is the driver's side with the oil fill. Crazy. When you lift them off, you don't see anything. And you turn them over, it's like, what? Hey, there's a little bit on there. That looks like a good fit to me. Orange and blue, my two favorite colors. Sunset orange, sky blue. These are close. Oh man, yeah, I don't know if I can get in there and clean that thing now. My back is telling me that's enough. That's enough for today. You know, there's still a lot more to go, so no point in killing myself on it. I just gotta remember where all them bolts go. But that's not too hard. I got a pornographic memory.
Oh yeah, baby.